Those unattainable grade boundaries. Gove, Michael Gove. Unsigned live with Charlie and Mark.
The boys are back in town.
We're back.
Hello.
In town, in lovely Bishop Auckland.
And we are back in the Bishop FM studios. You're listening to 105.9 Bishop FM, and this is Unsigned Live with Charlie and Mark.
Yes, we haven't been in because we've been in sunny Barcelona for about 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah. Did you have a nice time, Charlie?
I had a great time, Mark. However, the showers resembled a prison shower.
I think they were worse than prison showers. They actually violated most human rights laws.
Do you think so?
I think definitely. That was the worst thing.
It was. They were horrible showers, I'm going to have to say. So, how are you doing, Mark? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Have you recovered from the horrible prison showers?
I've warmed up slightly.
You've warmed up slightly.
It's very nice outside. It's very, very warm.
It's a nice warm weather. And we have some great unsigned music on the show tonight, don't we? We have Walt Mitty and his Makeshift Orchestra. We have Walt from the band talking to us live on Skype from sunny California, I think. Sunny California.
From somewhere in America.
West Coast. I think it's California. In America. So, to kick off the show, we're going to play their song off their new album, Well Soon, and this is Strange Euphoria.
Unsigned Live with Charlie and Mark.
Hello and welcome back to Unsigned Live with Charlie and Mark. We are joined by Walt from Walter Mitty and his Makeshift Orchestra. Hello.
What's up, guys?
Yay! It worked.
It works.
So how are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm really good. I'm just waking up, having my coffee, ready to chat.
Ready to chat. So, Walter Mitty and his Makeshift Orchestra are a folk slop band from California?
I guess so, yeah. Also from Oregon.
Yeah, I saw that. And I was having an argument with Charlie before, and I was insisting that you're from Oregon, but apparently it's a sort of a spread along the east coast?
West Coast.
Yeah.
East?
It gets confusing when people ask, because we got some of us in Portland, Oregon, some of us in California, and then we're moving around a lot.
Yeah, speaking of moving around, I was on your Facebook page earlier, and I noticed that you have announced a North American tour.
Yeah.
That's a massive long line.
Yeah, we got a lot of driving to do.
Yeah. So how many stops is that? How many shows?
I think we're trying to do 40 to 50 shows.
Wow. That's a lot of shows. So we were on your YouTube before, and we saw that the gigs you're playing are a little bit different. There's no stage. We saw you playing in a donut shop.
Yeah, we used to play in a donut shop in our hometown until it got too wild.
Too wild.
Wow.
Yeah, people were lighting up joints and drinking beers in the donut shop, so they kicked us out.
You can't do that in a donut shop.
Brilliant.
I know.
It's just not the place for it, man.
So what sort of venues are we talking about here on your 50 stop tour?
God, we'll play anything. We play a lot of house shows or basement shows, some bars, some venues, small clubs. Sometimes we've played outdoors just in parks and stuff. We'll pretty much do anything. A lot of kids have good ideas about creative places to play, so we just go with it.
Awesome.
Do you just sit up on the street whenever you want? Just get your guitar out?
Yeah, we've definitely done some of that.
So, your music's all free, isn't it? On your Bandcamp?
Yeah, you can put $0 in and download it for free.
So, if you're giving people the opportunity to do that, then where do you get all your money from?
Well, there's not a lot of money to speak of.
Oh.
A lot of people, actually, you'd be surprised, donate. People paid $50 for our new album.
Wow, that's insane.
That's really nice, though.
That is nice.
It's redeeming.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
People have been really good, and we make a lot of our money playing shows. We always collect donations at the door, even if it's a house show, and then selling T-shirts, selling records.
Yeah, cool. I have a record.
Yeah, you bought an LP
it was very nice.
from Walt and Mitty.
It came with a handwritten note, which was nice.
Was the note from me or Milk?
It was from Milk.
Right on. What do you say?
It was
personal?
It was thanks for buying your stuff, and we want to get out there and play shows in England, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Yeah. So, what is the slop genre for people that don't know?
The slop genre is kind of something we made up as a joke, but then it's become something real. It's especially when we first started out, we used just a lot of random stuff and objects as instruments. So, and we'd always just play kind of in the living room, like kind of jamming, kind of like a skiffle band, but that term's not really used anymore.
What's the most obscure object that you've used in your band?
On this new record, we got a Coke can, half filled, and we like hit it with a stick, and we use that as a percussion.
How do you think of that? Is that an idea that comes in the bath, or?
Usually just while we're recording, we're just kind of screwing around with stuff, and we pick something up and it kind of sounds good, so we just go with it.
That really exemplifies the slop genre, I think.
Yeah, that's what the slop genre is all about.
Just go with it, you know?
And I noticed on one of your YouTube videos, you didn't have a bass drum, you had like, it looked like a fridge or a water cooler or something.
Yeah, it was like an old beer cooler or something. We used to use that as our kick drum.
Wow. That is cool.
So, of course, being a slop artist, is recording any different for you guys? Because, you know, people spend loads and loads of money on expensive production value and stuff, putting it through loads of computers and stuff. But do you just sort of press record and you're done?
Yeah, well, we set up, we've got all of our own equipment, and we set it up in our living room or wherever we're at. So we've done all the recording ourselves for free, which is really gives us a lot of freedom, but at the same time, it's really frustrating. So we kind of record like any other band. We just do it ourselves at our own house, and we kind of learn as we go.
And do you have a record company? Because I noticed that you sell stuff on Lauren Records, but you also have a site called Making New Enemies.
Yeah, so Making New Enemies is kind of like our online art drawer where all of our solo projects and all of our friends, we just post our stuff. But Lauren Records is our friend's small independent record label that he does all of our vinyls for us and distributes them out of his little office at his house. So he's kind of like our DIY distro.
Oh,
and
cool.
then we kind of just post the music and stuff on our own art collective.
I just want to mention there's a paragraph from your site, Making New Enemies, and it's the opening paragraph on one of the pages, and it reads, Making New Enemies is the product of a shroom's revelation between a punk rock seal and a hip-hop pony. I think that's like the best sentence I've ever read.
Yeah, I love that sentence too, so thank you.
Yeah, so where did the name come from?
Making New Enemies?
No, Walter, well, both, really, yeah.
To be honest, I don't know where Making New Enemies came from. It came shortly after Walter Mitty became a band, and we just wanted an online blog, really, to post all of our stupid drawings and music and stuff. But Walter Mitty came when I was in high school. I was like 17, and it's a character from a short story, which is now a big movie, at least in America. So, but back then, I had no idea who Walter Mitty was. I just saw the name online, and I needed kind of an alias for my music, so my friends couldn't find it on my laptop.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So I just
The
started
Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Exactly. I just started writing Walter Mitty so no one could come across all my goofy love songs and stuff, and yeah, then it just kind of one of those stupid names in high school that just sticks with you. And then the Makeshift Orchestra was just kind of all the random instruments, the percussion, the guitars and tambourines and stuff felt really makeshift as we went along.
Yeah, I really like the name. And I read this thing the other day, and it was like the pros of having a really long name is that if you play at like a festival, you get your own line on the poster.
That's so true.
Yeah, so we've had a few questions in. This first one comes from the Kazoo Master. And they say, from the tone in your voice, I can tell you that you are a pro-level kazoo when you are clearly... From the tone of your voice, I can tell that you own a pro-level kazoo when you are clearly an amateur. I suggest that you take some more kazoo lessons before you perform in public.
No way. Thank you for the criticism, Master.
I don't really know what that means.
I didn't even know there was people who considered themselves kazoo masters, but that's cool. I guess I got some practice to do.
Oh yeah. People take it really seriously.
Yeah, there's a whole kazoo cult.
There's a guild, you know. there's a kazoo guild.
The guild
I'm
of
not
kazoos.
a part of it, apparently.
Dave Willis has been in touch just now, and he says you should do a tour across the Oregon Trail. It would be a fun idea.
What's the Oregon Trail?
What's the Oregon Trail?
The Oregon Trail's an old pioneer trail in America that goes... I guess I don't really know the route, but it ends up in Oregon, goes across like the northwest United States, and it's an old rugged trail. I don't even know if it's a legit trail anymore, but it's like historic trail in America. I don't know if we'll actually.
Oh, is it like that game where you die of dysentery all the time?
Yeah, just.
Yeah. Yeah. So Megan Swinburne's also been in touch, and she says, England, when? And she also says, also, where can you buy CDs and stuff? Also really impressed by the whole slop thing.
Right on. England as soon as possible, man. Hopefully we can make a little bit of money and fly over there, and guys like Charlie and Mark will put us up for a night.
That would be
Definitely.
brilliant. Yeah.
I think we'd have a good time. And just go to laurenrecords.com, Lauren-Records. You can pre-order the new record, and you can buy the old record on there. Or you can go to the Making New Enemies store. It's all the same. We got all of our vinyls for sale.
Well, should we play a song and then we'll get back to you?
Right on.
Unsigned Live with Charlie and Mark.
Yes, and that was Holy Cannelloni. Am I saying that right?
Holy cannoli?
Holy
Holy
Cannoli.
cannoli.
What's
Yeah,
cannoli?
right.
What is cannoli?
It's like a Italian dish.
Oh, okay. It's a pasta. A pizza
But it's a
pasta.
saying, like holy cow, holy cannoli.
Oh, okay. So we thought we'd play a game.
Yeah, I noticed a lovely bit of kazoo playing in that song. Who's responsible?
That's me on the kazoo in that one.
Ah, yes, I can tell it's a pro level kazoo. So me and Charlie also own kazoos, and we're avid fans of the kazoo, and we thought that it would be a good idea to play a little game involving kazoos. Are you up
Let's
for
do
that?
it.
You up for that?
Yeah,
game?
let's do it.
Okay, so we're gonna play some popular songs, and you have to guess what they are.
On the
I'm not going to be very good at this.
Well, we probably would be very bad if we
We'd
were
be
in your
terrible.
position. Okay, so should we start with the first one?
So this is a classic.
Is it?
I think you may have heard of it.
You may have heard.
All
Okay.
right, make them easy.
Okay.
I'm gonna start, Charlie.
Okay, you start.
Okay.
Do you have any clue what that is?
No, keep going. A little bit more.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there any more?
We'll do one more bit of the.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No, that's it.
It's only a
We're
game.
not getting any more.
You guys, I'm not really sure. Give me a hint or something.
It's by a lady called Tina.
It's Christina Aguilera.
No, it's Simply the Best by Tina Turner.
Oh.
Of
It
course.
was so obvious.
No, of course. Now it makes sense. But I was getting over the initial kazoo shock, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you do get that.
All right, hit me with another.
Okay, so this next one before we ask some more questions. You might know it.
You probably will know it because you were born in the USA, so
Okay.
you might know it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Any idea?
Yeah, that's some Springsteen, Born in the
Yeah,
USA.
we finally got it.
You
Yes.
got
there you
okay. One out of two.
One
so
out
far.
of 2. So if you have any songs that we could play the kazoo game with, get in touch. You can call or text to 01388 2070 70.
Or you could head over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Charlie and Mark.
Yeah. Or you can head over to the Bishop FM website and click the Contact a Show button. So back into the questions. Your new album, Well Soon.
Yep.
So how long did it take to record?
It ended up taking almost 9 months from start to finish.
Well,
But that's just because I went on a big trip in the middle of it, and we're always scrambling because we live in different places, so we could only do it when we got together.
Yeah. And what was your process of recording? Was it do it all together and get songs done, or was it record your parts separately?
Well, we spent a month at my old house in Portland, Oregon, and we did it all together every day for like 8-hour days for the month. And there we did the large majority of the album, and then after that, I did a couple stuff by myself. I set up the gear in my grandma's garage, and I did some little guitar stuff. And then we worked in a classroom at a college where one of our guys went to school, and we did some vocals there. And so yeah, we were kind of scrambling at the end, doing vocals in some random places, but we were always together.
And did many tracks end up being cut, or are all of the tracks on there?
Just one track got cut called Scrubbing the Mold. It was just a simple song. We recorded it first to kind of get back into the recording process, but it didn't make the album.
Oh. I feel sorry for the odd song that gets left out the album.
But then when people die, all of their odd songs get released.
What, like Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll release that one posthumously.
So the new album has a very nice album cover. I really like it. What is it though? It's like a chalk drawing. Did a child do it, or is that work of a member of the band?
That is that's about as good as I can draw right there.
Oh, I didn't mean to insult you.
No. It was we had this old chalkboard in our house, and one night a long time ago, long before we started recording the album, I just drew on it mindlessly. I just drew that stupid picture of a boat and some hills. and then when we were recording the album, we were talking about what to use for the album cover, and Milk just looked over at the chalkboard. He's like, "Why don't we just use that?" And then it just became what the stupid drawing on the chalkboard became the album cover.
Wow.
Awesome. And to also back that up, your last album, Overwhelmed and Underdressed, also has a very strange drawing. Is that a camel? Is that a camel drinking like a black milkshake, or?
Yeah, some camel or lizard drinking a black milkshake. That's a weird.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I really like that.
Yeah. So oh god, my headphones are playing up.
Oh man, yeah. So we've been just looking away on your Facebook page here, and there's this photo, but I can't really say it because it's a bit raunchy.
Yeah.
It's a photo of you in a shop, but it's like a special adult shop.
Oh yeah, we played a show.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, we played the shows in the donut shops or wherever. We played a show in a I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it, but an adult video store.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they existed.
Let's leave that there.
Yeah, it was a really raunchy store, and afterwards they let us bring a pack of beer in, and we had a party in the adult video store.
Oh.
And they let us each take home a DVD.
Oh wow.
Well, that's kind of like.
That's very kind. So so I've listened to a lot of bands on Spotify that are kind of similar to your sound, like the slop sound. There's a guy called Paul Barber.
Barry Boo.
Oh yeah, Paul Baraboo.
Baraboo.
Yeah,
and there's a band called the Mountain Goats that are kind of like your sound. So if you could play alongside anyone, who would it be?
The Mountain Goats would be awesome. I really like the Mountain Goats.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, I really like them.
They're a bit out of our league, though. They're pretty legendary.
I wouldn't say so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we've had another question in, and we've had a question in from Gemma, and she says, when will merch T-shirts be available?
You can tell, was it Jenna?
Gemma.
I think we're going to post some T-shirts in the Making New Enemies store tomorrow. We have some made already, and we're only making more, so
awesome.
Very, very soon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And she also says that she loves the new album, and Strange Euphoria is now one of her favourite songs ever.
Oh, wow. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, so what was your thought process behind this album?
Well, I don't really know. It started being written about 3 years ago, right around when Overwhelmed came out. Like, holy cannoli, what you just played was that song's like 3.5 years old.
Wow.
So I just write songs all the time, and I try not to think too much about it, and then once we have a bunch of songs, just try to figure out which ones go together. And so there's no like grand vision really.
Oh, so there's no message.
Not any intentional message, but I'm sure there's a lot of messages you can take from it, you know.
Of course, yeah.
And on your in your lyrics in your songs, you talk about some kind of depressing things. It's like there's one song called Howl, which is a bit sad, really. Where do you get the ideas for your lyrics?
Just personal life, you know, stuff that I've seen or experienced. It gets a bit dark at times, which when we release the albums, it gets a little embarrassing. like after my parents were overwhelmed, they texted me and asked me if I needed counseling. It's just like no, really, I'm totally fine. Just I guess sometimes I try to be as honest as I can, and it comes out a little dark.
Yeah. We've had another text in from the Kazoo master, and
not this guy.
This is the guy. Oh man, he's cranking your stuff. He says, "I have clearly underestimated you, fellow Kazoo masters. You are too skilled."
Is that referring to me and you, or?
Yeah, that's Charlie and Mark. You guys are good.
Kazoo masters. Should we add that to our title? Charlie and Mark, radio presenters and Kazoo masters.
If Walt and Mitty and his Makeshift Orchestra ever need more kazoo on the record, you can just give us a call. And we'll record a little, on your album.
Yeah.
Hey, when we come to your part of the UK, you guys can come play some kazoo on stage with us.
That would be brilliant.
Would be fantastic.
That would make my life. That would make my life. So we haven't asked this, but who does what in the band? And who is in the band?
Exactly. We don't even know ourselves. Well, I do the acoustic guitar and kazoo, and everybody kind of does some vocals here and there. And Chris plays bald Chris. He's the bald guy in the pictures.
I was wondering who that was.
Yeah.
He's got alopecia, so he lost all his hair in 2nd grade. But he plays all the percussion on the record, mostly like the tambourine and shaker and the cajon and the congos and djembe, all that stuff. And then Jake's the good-looking one. He plays the bass. And Milk is kind of our coach. He plays. Milk has played everything live from drums to guitar to bass and tambourine. And on the record, Milk does some random instruments. And he kind of is he's kind of like the in-house manager or the coach who kind of keeps us all organized. And he recorded a lot of us, and he's like the utility man,
Is Milk his actual name? Was he born called Milk?
No, he's got a real name, but I don't know if he would want me to revel it.
Disclose the real name.
we can't do that.
Yeah.
It's like my name's not actually Walt, but I don't reveal my real name.
Wow.
No, it's pretty easy to find out.
So, what is it like live then? Like with you all playing all these different instruments, how do you get together live?
Well, we have 2 kind of different shows. We have the acoustic that sounds just like the record, where we kind of sit down and play unplugged and a little slower. Everyone plays like Milk will play the tambourine, Chris will play the cajon, Jake bass, me guitar. And then when we play a house show or something a little more lively, we plug in the guitars, Milk plays electric, Chris plays a real drum set, and we play everything louder and faster. So there's kind of different variations of our live show depending on where we're playing.
That must feel weird being on real instruments instead of empty Coke cans and stuff.
Yeah, it is. It is, but it translates pretty well, I think.
Definitely. So, should we listen to this last song to play us out?
Yeah. Which last song? Which one, Mark?
Well, which one does?
Yeah, we have a song off your new album, or we have a song off your old album. Which would you prefer to play you out?
Charlie and Mark, I'm going to leave it up to you. I don't really care.
Okay. So, before we go, where can we find you online, and where can we keep up to date with you, and where can we buy the new album?
All right. If you go to our Facebook, you'll get the links to everything, or makingnewenemies.com, our online art drawer. You can go there and you can find the links to the Bandcamp where you can download the new album, or the store where you can get shirts and records and all that. Yeah, go to makingnewenemies.com. You'll be happy.
Yeah. So, thank you very, very much for coming on the show.
Thank you guys for having me.
And would you like to introduce the song to take you out? It's Let's Get Breakfast.
All right, this is an old classic. It's called Let's Get Breakfast.
Hi, this is Neil from Blue Nation, and we listen to Unsigned Live with Charlie and Mark.